Hey, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to try a little something different. We are going to just do a sketch here, a portrait sketch from our reference, but I'm going to try my best not to do any erasing and just kind of just let the drawing happen kind of organically, and whatever we kind of end up with, excuse me, we'll go with it. I'm really just want this to be a kind of a loose practice session where we are just trying to just capture what we see, and not overthink anything, and just kind of go with the flow. And I chose this particular reference because I feel like this individual has some very, very nice curves and breaks in the skull structure. So I thought that would be kind of nice to draw. Maybe stylize it a little more and kind of put my own spin on what's happening. But that's it. I'm just going to kind of rough some things in and kind of go from there. Not too crazy. I hope everybody's doing well out there. The weather's starting to get cold where I am, but that's okay. It is what it is, and so we will make the best of it and kind of keep it moving. Again, if you have any questions about anything you see in my videos, please drop a comment. Also, if you don't mind, please like the video. I seem to get a fair amount of viewership on my channel, but not the appropriate amount of likes. If you like it, of course. I'm not trying to force your hand. I'm not trying to bully you into liking my content, but I think if you're watching it and I'm adding some value, if you could just drop me a like, that would help out a lot. So I'll continue on just working on this, and I'll probably won't do a whole lot of talking. I just want to, like I said, this is more of a practice session to kind of keep building on our skills of drawing portraits. And so that's kind of where I'll leave it at that. And I hope you stick around to the end to see how this turns out. Like I said, I'm not going to do any erasing. I'm just going to keep drawing over the top of all these lines. So could get messy, but we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so the cool thing about this approach to sketching and not erasing is that if you pay attention to where your lines start and where they end up sometimes, it'll show you how you're constantly evaluating what you're seeing. So initially when I blocked this in roughly, like the shoulder line was here, but then as I started to fine tune it, I realized that in order to get certain relationships between the shoulder and where it was intersecting the side of his face and in his chin area, that I had to adjust my lines. So it is showing you over time, kind of like a time lapse on your paper of how things subtly change throughout the process of your drawing. So we'll keep going, but I just wanted to point that out. It's a cool thing to kind of see that over time, kind of where your lines kind of migrate on your sketch. Okay, so I'm looking at this and I'm telling you, there's a world of problems over here. I'm seeing that his face is not long enough. I have his nose slightly too far left, among a few other things. I think the eyes are a little too big, but like I said, I'm not going to erase. So I'm going to try to just work over the top of this and kind of shift things around so we can see how I keep evaluating and my lines keep changing over time as I keep going back and forth between my reference and my sketch. That's the point of this kind of exercise, to just kind of get you to see how much things change as you continue to evaluate over time. So I'm going to keep working at it. There's no guarantee this is going to turn out spectacular, but this is practice. This is a good exercise to kind of get you to sharpen your observation skills and to visually see it happen over time by leaving the lines there and not erasing. Okay, so as you can see, this is like a blurry mess. It's like somebody looking at this with double or triple vision. But what I'm trying to do is adjust everything based on what I was saying about, the head being too short, which would change the position of the lips and the nose and how far I had the nose over to the left. And so all those, one little small adjustment will have a ripple effect across your drawing. So what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm making those corrections. And again, if you're just coming in the middle of this, we're not using the eraser at all to kind of illustrate how things change over time on your drawing. So I went in a little little heavy handed on with my pencil so you can actually see where the changes are. And then when I try to punch in some value at the end, hopefully it'll all come together. So we'll keep going. Okay, so this thing is an absolute mess in terms of all the lines and all the movement. But like I said, it was just exercise to show you how things move over time on your drawing. So with my reference, a large portion of his face, probably over half of it in shadow, we may be able to redeem it some when I start dropping some value in. So I'll probably time lapse the rest of this to the value. Hopefully you'll stick around the end and see if I was able to salvage this, but it's all good. It's all practice. It's a learning experience. So if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. If you got any questions about what I did, any comments, any feedback, greatly appreciate it. And I hope to see you in the next video, and stick around to the end to see how this turns out.